Hi everyone, and welcome to Blackwood N Gauge layout and an update on the rebuild of one side of the layout. Camera's currently pointing at the helix lines and the station, which is more or less finished, but I'll pan round and some of you may get a bit of a shock when you see that there's actually no layout now on this side of the room. I'll just come out slightly. So as you can see, the baseboard right in front of us has been completely stripped of all track. It's been dewired. The dewiring took me somewhere in the region of 2.5 weeks to strip out all the wiring and then obviously recover all the point work. The track work I have not kept because I don't actually have any big long runs of track work. It's all quite short runs, and when the new layout goes down, the new track plan goes down, there will be longer runs, so I will require some metre lengths of flexible track. So the old track has actually gone altogether, not kept that. You'll also see that I have cut out the middle section of the baseboard. That was always part of the plan, and you can also see from the new freshly or new timber that's along there that I now constructed the framing to take the new baseboard top. That will be around it's a 9mm top that's got to go on there. The new section of baseboard is just over 15 inches wide, so I don't quite need as much width because I'm not obviously going to have the motive power depot, and that obviously took up a fair bit of room, but as you can see, the extra length that I'm creating, it should allow me to have much more gentle curves. The curves on the original layout, if I point just round about there, those curves there were 21-inch radius curves. I have actually put some old bits of ply, offcuts of ply down, and I have experimented with some spare flexi track that I've got, and it looks as though the curves that are going to come in now here and go round there, they look as though they're going to be around about 24-inch curves. So I have got a track plan laid out, as I say, with all the points etc. I have roughly laid the track plan out, and I've taken photographs of it, so I know roughly where everything is going to go once I've got the new plywood top on. In case some of you are wondering why there are a couple of cutouts just there, that was to take point motors. That bit of wood that you see there, that is the original baseboard framing. That's 6 foot long, and because I use quite heavy timber, even taking out these inserts to allow point motors to go in, it didn't compromise the integrity of the actual baseboard frame. The reason there's a second frame just to the left hand side, that was a small extension that I put onto the original baseboard many years ago. It allowed me to extend the baseboard by 1.5 inches. So that again is actually come into good use because I've removed the small strip of plywood that was on top of that, and I'll now put a single piece of plywood covering both timbers that you see there. So that is really the update. I mean, I have been really busy out here. As I say, the track dewiring took a good number of weeks, and then even just removing the track and obviously cleaning the baseboards. You can still see where the old track went. You can roughly see, if I come down there, you can see where it's swept round to that middle bit where there's no baseboard now. So that's really the update to the layout. What I will do now is I will run some trains, because obviously I've still got the outer helix lines and they still work. That was one of the things I was a bit worried about, because obviously there was a lot of vibration when I was cutting stuff out, and you worry things get moved or whatever. It did take me 2 days to thoroughly clean all the track, because there was a fair bit of dust had been generated, but that's all been done, and the outer helix lines have been tested and they are running. The other thing I have also tested is actually all these tracks all come to a dead end right the way round. I have actually tested all these, and the original layout, everything works. Trains will go right up to the very end of the track here. There's not going to be any cutting of track across baseboard joins, because that's not really required now. So the track will actually not have any cuts across it. So that means there's actually less wiring underneath the layout, because I won't require to have any D connectors. So as I say, what I'll do is I'll get a few trains going. Very short update, because there's not really a lot to see. It's a lot of work for me, but as I say, hopefully in the next month or so we have the baseboards completely down, and we may even have the 2 outer circuits on the original layout reinstated, in which case trains can then actually be seen running around this new section of layout. So anyway, many thanks for watching this update. I will catch you all very, very soon. Thanks. Cheers for now. Bye. Well, I hope you all enjoyed that running session. So this is a little bit of an added bonus because obviously I filmed the first bit of the baseboard deconstruction probably about 2 weeks ago. So you can see now I have actually got the new baseboard top on, and I have started to lay out the track to give me an idea as to where everything's actually going. There's a new shelf there for the power controller, and as you can see, the outer track there is definitely going to be a 24-inch radius as opposed to what it used to be. It used to be a 21-inch radius. You'll also notice that the tracks coming out of the station, there is much more track coming out of the station to get over to the crossover. That's one of the things that I have actually managed to fix in this slightly amended track plan. There are still 2 curve points there. However, the curve points that were there before actually were arranged in a way in which it was actually almost like an S-bend. So they flow, the 2 new points flow much better, and certainly the track going into the fiddle yard, you can see I've got a couple of track setters laid down there. That's going to be probably around about a 21-inch curve, so much more gentle, and it will come into the fiddle yard. You'll see the tail end of the fiddle yard there. Those points have obviously still got to come out. I've just left them in just now until I know exactly where the track is going to come in from these main running lines. And you'll see a track disappearing away around the back again. Those are about, they're actually 21-inch curves, so again much bigger curves. So that's just an added bit on to the end of this video, just so that you can see what the extra bits of baseboard that I actually have now in place. So now, after about 3 to 4 weeks of cutting things up and drilling holes and destroying stuff, now it's the job of starting to put the track back down, which I'm actually looking forward to doing. And I'm also already thinking of some of the scenic areas within here. There's already some things sort of going through my mind as to how some of the scenery might look, but that's a way into the future. Anyway, that's enough of the waffle from me. Many thanks for tuning in, and please like and subscribe, and if you want to leave a comment, I always reply to all the comments, and the comments are always gratefully received. So until I get you guys and girls the next time round, I'll sign this video out, and I'll catch you all later. Thank you very much. Bye.